It's an absolute madness, guys. 2026 is finally upon us. It's been months since I've made a video like this, and you know what, man, I don't know why it's been so long. I've had a very busy 2025, man, extremely busy. I probably only tried to be a bit consistent with my Desi videos, but we're back and we're gonna show you guys everything about dentistry, non-dentistry, food, cooking, lifestyle, training, whatever it may be. So I really hope you guys tune in, and I really hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe, like, share, do whatever you gotta do with this video, but as long as it's positive, because we only want positivity in 2026. So inshallah, let's crack on with the adventures. Start the day off with a nice cup of tea. I love my chai in the morning. It's like the first thing that I like to do. Today's a day off, obviously, with it being the Christmas New Year period, so I get a lot of time to catch up with like admin work and paperwork, and also just have that little bit of alone time, which is very much needed during this period. So yeah, gonna have some tea, make a little breakfast, and then just go upstairs to the office and just crack on with a bit of work. Welcome to the new office setup of mine. I've been working on it for years now, and for the first, I would say, like 6 to 8 months, I was playing around with the most random equipment. Like I just get like a random tripod just so it looks good and I can hang it on the shelf, or I can use it just because the vloggers use it. And then I sat back and I thought, right, I need to pause the spending on my wallet and just make sure that I do what I want to do, rather than just buying things just because other people have got a nice setup, or other people have got an office that I've always wanted my office to look like. So I just decided that I just need to relax, need to take it easy, and then eventually, with time, I will slowly start to invest into little bits and pieces, maybe switch things around, not spend too much money. Of course, can't dent the wallet. New year and that, I need to save as much as I possibly can, because something about consumerism and tech and all these products, you fall into that trap, man. So now I've started off that journey fresh. In a way, I've slowly bought into little bits and pieces that I think will look good for the office, and it is coming together really nicely. I'm starting to get that little background that I've always wanted. I want it nice, classical and simple, nothing OTT. So slowly, you know, I'll start to share with you guys what I've done, what I've used for videography, photography, my office, certain things that I've learned from, you know, tech related, lifestyle related, whatever it may be. I want this channel to be something where, yes, there's some level of entertainment, but also you guys hopefully can learn something from it as well, because why not? That's what it's all about. It's all about learning and harnessing a skill. If you haven't got a skill, then hopefully you learn something. I don't even know if that made sense, but I was trying to sound all inspiration and it worked, kind of. I don't know. Electric is the best, but manual, perfected with the right technique with a soft bristle, will work really, really well. But most people prefer electric because it does most of the work for you. Something that I really slacked on in the year 2025. I say it like it was years back. It was only a day ago. But something that I really slacked on was trying to at least dress well and feel good, if that makes sense. Like, you get too caught up in work and then you just kind of forget about, you know, you want to dress well or, you know, smell nice. Not that I'm saying I left the house smelling like a chicken tikka masala or paratha. Of course, I hope I don't. And I hope I didn't. But it's just putting in that extra effort. So now I'm gonna head out. It'll be nice to just, you know, give yourself that little bit more of self-care and attention that you miss out on. And no matter how busy work gets, I think I should always be putting effort into, you know, trying to look good and feel good, because all of a sudden I feel good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I just want to get things done today. Knowing me, I'll do the complete opposite and I'll just end up chilling, having coffee and just not doing anything. But we gotta keep moving. When it comes to making content, just pick the camera up and just hit record. Honestly, don't hesitate, don't waste time. If you're here researching what type of camera to use, lens, microphone, and you're trying to get that perfect setup just because someone on YouTube is absolutely smashing it, they've got tons of subscribers, their content is absolutely amazing, and you're sitting back thinking you're going to be able to replicate it, I promise you, you probably won't be able to do that. Why? Because there's a lot more to than just recording it. There's editing it, there's having the skill behind the editing, there's knowing how to color grade, there's knowing how to adjust the audio to cut out all the background noise or all the muffling. There's so much more to it. Sometimes you just gotta buy the camera, buy whatever camera it is. Of course, look at certain recommendations, just buy it, buy whatever microphone, and just hit record and just start filming. Because I promise you, the longer you delay it, the harder it is, the more you overthink, and you'll just never end up making any content. Busy day shopping, running around, picked up a couple of things because I'm building a little kind of office content creation type of setup. So I'm going to show you guys what my setup is currently looking like. It's going to be quite nice, somewhere where I can just focus and do all my creativity, all that type of stuff. So guys, I'm going to put you on something that's changed my whole perception of videography and photography, and it's using a hybrid camera. Now, I'm not a professional when it comes to photography, videography. It's all self-taught. It's just something that I've learned over the years. But getting a hybrid camera has really helped me. Now, when it came to choosing the perfect camera for photography or videography, there was a lot of people that were leaning towards one particular brand for videography and another one for photography. Now, for me, I couldn't really decide what I was more interested in. Like, I love taking photos, and I've done so for like family weddings and dental photography for many years. And then I love making videos as well, so I thought, I don't really know which one to pick, which then lead me towards the camera that I'm currently using. This one here, it's called the Sony a7 IV. It is a very popular camera that a lot of people use. It might not be everyone's favorite, but it has really changed my game. The reason is because it produces amazing quality videos. So for example, if I want to make like cinematic videos or reels or wedding films or whatever it may be, it's amazing when it comes to that. Only thing that I need to mention is that if you get a camera like this, you will need a laptop that is more compatible with breaking down this type of footage. You will need an SD card that is able to store this type of footage and is able to record it, if that makes sense. You will need software to then obviously edit the videos. So for example, I've got Adobe Premiere Pro. Some people use DaVinci, some people use many other different softwares. Even CapCut can work quite well as well. I did try to use CapCut at the start and it worked really well, but my laptop wasn't up to speed with it, so I ended up just upgrading my laptop, and I thought, let me get Adobe Premiere Pro. Why? Because if I get the Adobe package, I get Premiere Pro and I get Lightroom for photos, so if I want to grade it and just make it look a bit more cinematic, and then also Premiere Pro, which is more for of course videography. Now there's other complex softwares out there, there's other ways to edit, but at the same time, like, what kind of level do I want to get to? And there's a certain threshold of what I can do and how much time I have to edit. I can't do anything too fancy. I can learn it, I'll spend hours and months and years, but ultimately I still go to work, I'm still a dentist, so I'm trying to do my best to do this as more of a passion rather than a full-time sort of thing, if that makes sense. And eventually, you know, if I feel like I want to produce those type of videos, I'll just hire someone. I'd rather pay someone who's got the experience to do it for me, to save me time, so they can record me maybe going to work and earning money through that, if that makes sense. But getting this hybrid camera for videography and photography has been amazing. Of course, the lens comes separate, so you will have to upgrade to the fancy lens you want. You can get a zoom lens, you can get a prime lens, you can get macro lens, everything suited to the type of video and the film that you're going to record, and also the photography that you obviously are interested in. On top of that, it's the most important thing. Most important thing is, do not get carried away. Don't think that you need every type of lens out there. Sometimes you can just use one particular zoom lens that is from like 16 to 35 or from 20 to 40 or whatever it may be, and you can actually use that lens to cater for everything. Just because a lot of people say this prime lens has taken my videography to a whole different level, yes, that might be true, but also, can you really afford buying all these different type of lens? Is it convenient to carry 4 different lenses with you and keep changing it every time? Sometimes you just need one lens that caters for all your needs at the start, especially at the start, and then eventually you get into the specific nitty-grittiness that you want. I hope that makes sense. Try not to overthink the script or the plan for the day, the week, the month. Now, a lot of videos, a lot of Instagram videos, YouTube videos, they always talk about writing a script, having a little plan throughout the day, like a mood board or some thought. And it's true, very, very true. Like, you do need that, and you need to plan it through so you know what content you're making. If it's like a day in the life type of video where it's literally just from 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock, this is exactly what I do, then the camera's just following you on your day to day. But if you're having to wake up and create a particular video, for example, 3 ways to make money, or 2 things that made me better in videography than photography, or whatever it was, then you might have to follow a certain script or a plan so you know what you're talking about. But either way, whichever video I went for, whichever avenue I took, I used to like overthink it. I used to try and script it and write this and write that, right? At 12 o'clock I'm going to go to this location and talk about this, and I'll talk about that. Now, not to the T, but at least have like an idea. And sometimes I'd overwhelm myself way too much that I wouldn't even record it because I'd just get too scared. I'd think, right, I can't think of an idea, I can't think of this, instead of me just picking the camera up, hitting record and just going straight for it. Now, of course, there's an element of balance. You do need an element of just get the camera, just whack it out. And also, you need to have a little idea as to what you're doing. You can't just be uploading anything and everything unless you want to. You want to upload either, particular day in the life. So it's not just you just sitting around watching TV all day, or you playing the same video game all day. You need to have a little plan that today I'll do this, tomorrow I'll do that. So at least your viewers remain engaged and you bring in some element of value or entertainment to the content. But if you're overthinking it and you're deep in every little step, especially at the start, look, I'm not an expert in YouTubeology. I don't even know if that's a word. If you're just starting off with YouTube, just like myself, you just got to hit record and just go for it. Have an idea as to what kind of theme you want, and slowly but surely you'll figure things out. And I think it's important that we try our best to engage in as much content as we can and slowly figure our way. And then eventually you might start to script things and make a video every now and then, but it'd be jam-packed with all the valued information that you wanted to, as opposed to just random bits and bobs. Time will tell. I guess you'll figure it out yourself.